My name is Amanda, and this is video one of the Mommy Mindset Makeover. And this video is all about confidence as a mom so that you can thrive in your mom life. And today I want to share 3 huge mindset shifts that we need to make as moms and give you some really practical tips to help you put those mindsets into work so that you can thrive and be confident as a mom. So number one, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so thankful that you are here. And I want you to know that you were put here for a reason. You were put here for a purpose, and you are the perfect mom for your baby, for all of your babies, for your children. So the number one mindset shift we need to start shifting in our minds as moms is that we need to start celebrating how amazing it is that we are moms. How amazing it is that we grew life in our bodies, brought it into this world, and are now looking after them. Like, that is a miracle. Bringing life into this world is a miracle. And I think that we just get so caught up in life and all of the work and how hard it is, and we start beating ourselves up about not enjoying every minute of it and not enjoying, like, not feeling like we're like falling naturally into our role, that we forget the miracle of what we have done. And I don't mean that in like, some people might be like, whoa, like that's really prideful, or that's really selfish to think that I did that. But it's so true, you guys. We have been created with the ability to bring life into this world. And I think that is so amazing. So the first thing I want us to start doing is I want us to start celebrating. First of all, celebrating our bodies, that we brought life into this world. And second of all, admitting, yes, this is hard. Yes, I'm struggling. Yes, this is like so much to learn. And it seems like the learning never seems to end. And I feel like I'm not natural in my role. And yet you keep showing up. And yet you keep day after night of no sleep, you keep showing up. So I want you to start celebrating that. I want you to start celebrating all of those things that you bring to the table, how hard you work, how you show up, how you give and give and give. So first you give life, let's celebrate that. And then second, you're in this. You're doing the hard work. Start celebrating all of the amazing things that you do and stop focusing on where you're not perfect. So the first thing is I want you to start appreciating your body and where you're at and the miracle that you just created. And 2, I want you to start celebrating all of the amazing things that you're doing. We focus so much on where we're falling short as moms, when really we should be celebrating every single little thing and realizing, yes, it's hard, but man, I'm learning. I'm showing up. I'm in this. Okay? So first step, start appreciating yourself and start celebrating yourself. Number 2, I love this topic. So a lot of times we start doubting ourselves and saying, oh, I can't look after myself, or I can't take time for this because it'll take time away from my kids, or I can't take time for this because I'm too busy, or I can't take time from this because this is selfish. And we have all of these competing thoughts about what it means to take care of ourselves and what it means to look after ourselves. And I want to challenge you that you are a leader in your home, and that your level of health is like a thermostat in your house. If you're depleted, if you're overwhelmed, if you're feeling guilty, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're resentful, those are all signs that you need some of your cup filled up again. And that is the level, that is also a sign of your level of leadership in your home. So your thermostat is set way low. When we look after ourselves and we meet our needs and we refill our cup and we take care of our bodies and we look after our emotional well-being and we look after our hearts and we look after our minds, then we can start being confident, then we can start being healthy, then we can start being happy, then we can be filled with love and patience and kindness and understanding. And our level of leadership in our home raises. And it doesn't just affect our kids, it affects our husbands and our extended family and our friends, because everyone is affected by your ability to be a leader, your ability to bring life and light into the world. And let's just admit it here, like, you have huge impact as a mother, not only on your kids, but on the people that are also involved in your kids' lives. So you need to show up. That's my challenge to you. Third thing is the golden rule. We've all heard about the golden rule. We've all heard this over and over and over again. Love others as you love yourself. And for years, I always focused on that first part, love others. And I kind of just forgot about as you love yourself. And I was actually to the point where I didn't focus on as you love yourself at all. I just totally neglected myself. And one day I had this awakening that said, Amanda, if you don't love yourself and look after yourself, you can't show up for your friends, and you can't show up for your kids, and you can't show up for your husband, and you can't show up for your extended family, because you are empty and you have no love to give. So you need to start receiving love. You need to start giving yourself love. You need to start showing yourself love. You need to start thinking like you love yourself. You need to start speaking like you love yourself. You have to start acting and eating and behaving like you love yourself. And that totally blew my mind, and I'm still working on what that all means and what that looks like in my life. So you need to start receiving love, because you are made to be loved. You are made to be loved. That's why you're put on this earth. And I want to add this as a side note. You were created as a beautiful being. You were created to be loved. You were created with a special piece of the Creator in you that needs to be shared. But if you're denying yourself and you're not figuring out what that piece, that special piece of God is in you, then you're not going to be able to share it with the world. And you were also created specifically for your kids. I believe that. Whether you're your biological mom or a foster mom or adopted mom, like, you were created specifically for your kids. You have something special to give them. But you can't give it to them if you're denying all of those things that have been given to you. So start filling your cup. And what I mean by filling your cup is looking after your mind, looking after your body, and looking after your heart. And so we need to start believing in our own worth and believing that we can't truly show up and love others unless we are loving ourselves and getting to know ourselves and getting to that point where we can receive love and know we are loved huge amounts, immeasurable amounts. So before I end, I want to remind you that you need to get on the email list so that I can send you today's homework. Today's homework is affirmations. I will have a PDF ready for you, and you're going to use these affirmations by posting them all around the house. And you can pick one that works for you. You can change it so that it fits specifically for you. And I want you to start changing those limiting beliefs that we have about ourselves and start celebrating amazing things about ourselves and start showing love to ourselves and receiving love for ourselves. So you can put them all over and you can read them over and over and over and over. See you tomorrow.